Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing? Excellent, excellent. Well, my name is Ely, and I am thrilled to be here with all of you tonight. Thank you to Junior Achievement of North Central Ohio for inviting me to share this special night with all of you. Junior Achievement is empowering the next generation of leaders, and I am honored to be here tonight for Stark Tank. You guys excited? Awesome. Stark Tank is a partnership with Strengthening Stark and Stark Education Partnership. So let's give them a big round of applause to thank them for their support. I also want to give a special shout out to the team at Kent State Stark for letting us be here tonight, specifically Ashley Brightbill and Dr. Stir. Let's give them a big round of applause. And lastly, a huge thank you to Keith Brown and his media team here tonight from Perry High School, because they are actually streaming our event live. So let's give them a big round of applause. Now, before we dive into the heart of this competition, I do want to fully introduce myself and tell you my story as an entrepreneur. My name is Ely, but a lot of my friends and some of you may know me as Ely Magic. I'm a professional magician and illusionist from Cleveland, Ohio. You guys can show Cleveland some love. Now, I've been doing magic since I was 4 years old. A really long time. My mom got me a small magic kit, and inside this magic kit was 4 balls, 3 cups, some string, a deck of cards, a magic wand, and some instructions. Now, at age 4 years old, I did not even know how to read. So my mom had to read the directions to me, and I would show the people in my family the magic that I had just learned. Specifically, one person in my family, my Uncle Joe. He was the coolest uncle ever. Raise your hand if you guys have a cool aunt or uncle in your family. A lot of us. That's awesome, you guys. That's awesome. Well, my uncle was that guy, and I would show him magic tricks at age 4, and my uncle literally would fall on the floor, rolling all over the place, screaming, acting like I was Houdini, and I just showed him the best magic trick he's ever seen. Even if it wasn't a good magic trick, he would act that way. And this gave me confidence. This made me want to be a magician for the rest of my life. So that's what I did. I practiced every single day from age 4 to age 13, 6 hours a day. I call it 9 years of being single. True story. And seriously, I practiced hard because I wanted to be the best magician in the world. So I'm practicing, but I get into middle school. And middle school was a really hard time in my life, you guys, because I was the magician in middle school. And people love to bully on me, hate on me, but that's okay. I just kept practicing. Going into high school, things started to change. We did a project called Sophomore Experience Day. And this was where I had to shadow someone I wanted to be like. So I called local magicians in the area, and I found a magician by the name of Rick Smith Jr. He's from Broadview Heights, Brecksville area in Ohio. And I was able to shadow him in Pennsylvania at a show he was doing. I showed him some magic tricks, and one in particular that I'll show you later tonight, he saw and he was mind blown. He'd never seen this before, and he said, "Kid, you're talented. I'm taking you on tour with me." From this moment on, you guys, I've been blessed and honored to be able to perform in 11 countries and 26 states around the world. It's been amazing. Thank you. So that was high school. And going into college, I went to Cleveland State going into my freshman year, I was super excited. I felt like I was on top of the world because of all the places I've been traveling to, and I started blowing up on social media. I went into college with a following over 1 million people on social media. I was super excited. And I remember being in my dorm room and feeling so alone and so lost because all the people who were my age, they wanted to go out and party and drink and do things that I wasn't really interested in, you know? I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always had this business sense, especially in high school. Actually, I was part of the Junior Achievement Program in high school where I sold socks with my teachers' faces on it. Got me in a lot of trouble, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And so I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to continue to do my magic. So that's exactly what I did. In college, I was doing about 250 shows a year. It was crazy. And I remember in 2021, I was laying in bed and scrolling through Instagram when I saw a video of a latte from a brand new coffee shop that had just opened up in downtown Cleveland. This latte was called the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Latte. That sounds pretty good, you guys, right? Really good. It had the cereal on top and everything. So I go to this coffee shop. I'm doing my magic tricks. I go to the coffee shop. I want to try one of these lattes. And I get there, and it's a beautiful coffee shop. It's something out of California in Cleveland, Ohio. I tried the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Latte. It's the best drink I've ever had. I got to meet the owners. So I meet the owners, Anissa Rapai and Ryan Florio, and I say, hey guys, I have to work with you somehow. Let me do a magic video for my social media followers. I'll do something with coffee, magically. And if it blows up, you guys give me free coffee for life. You should have seen their faces, you guys. They were like disgusted. They couldn't believe that I wanted free coffee for life. But they said, listen, if it does good, we'll give you a few gift cards. I said, okay, deal. The next day, I showed up with my friend and a camera. We made a video where I took coffee and turned it into coffee beans right on the spot. You could still find this video today on my Instagram. This video went viral across the internet, and the next day, they had over 100 people in line waiting for some coffee and Milk and Honey. It was incredible. I became friends with the owners of Milk and Honey, and I started helping them out, getting them billboards around the city and continuously shouting them out on my social media and helping them grow. Later on, Anissa, she approached me and said, hey, Ely, you're an entrepreneur. You're a busy guy. We love your hustle. The next time we open up a coffee shop, do you want to join us as our partner? I said, yeah, absolutely. Today, at 23 years old, I stand before you as a proud co-owner of 4 coffee shops called Milk and Honey. Thank you. And next month, we will be opening number 5 in Independence, Ohio. I'm so excited, you guys. Thank you, thank you. I do want to mention, and I don't say this to boast or brag, but I am very proud of myself. About 5 months ago, I was awarded Forbes 30 Under 30, which was a huge accomplishment. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it. But nevertheless, that's just part of my story, and as a young entrepreneur, I wish everybody in the audience here luck tonight. You guys are amazing just to be here. Being on this stage is not easy, but it's worth it. So that's my story. Thank you guys so much, but it's time to introduce our sharks. So I'll see you guys in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs and innovators, dreamers and doers, welcome to the most exhilarating arena of ambition this side of the entrepreneurial ocean, the 2024 Stark Tank Competition. Imagine, if you will, a vast ocean teeming with the most brilliant and magnificent creatures, our sharks. They've navigated the treacherous waters of business, dodged the nets of failure, and feasted on the success that swims in these waters. Today, they're not just predators. They're potential partners, ready to dive deep into your ideas. And then there's you, The brave souls standing on the edge of this metaphorical diving board. Today, you will leap into these waters, not as prey, but as masterminds of your future. You'll pitch your heart out, navigate through currents of questions, and maybe, just maybe, find a shark willing to swim by your side, propelling your idea into the vast ocean of opportunity. So, take a deep breath, muster all your courage, and dive into the pitch of a lifetime. Remember, in this tank, it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Welcome to the Stark Tank Pitch Competition, where dreams dive deep and ideas surface into reality. Let's meet the sharks. First up is the mastermind in the art of taxes and government regulation. Making his way to the stage is not just a chairman, he's the sage of financial strategy, the guru of fiscal brilliance. With a passion expanding beyond business, he holds positions on the Greater Akron Chamber Board and the Akron Community Foundation Board. Please welcome the chairman at Apple Growth Partners, Charles Mullen. Up next, hailing from journalistic excellence, is our panel's champion of communications. As a legendary powerhouse, her strategic thinking brought success to multiple big-name companies across the nation. She is the embodiment of resilience, an architect of dreams, and the CEO who turned a garage operation into a global empire. Meet Ms. Sue Grabowski, CEO of Desidera. Next up, a man who gained success across industries and served as a CEO in both the corporate and nonprofit worlds for 35 plus years, wielding his leadership skills to heal and inspire entire communities. After conquering the corporate realm himself, he now leads business owners to their own victories. Please put your hands together for multi-business owner turned Vistage Chair, Mr. Bill Morgenstern. Up next, the man making his way to the stage is not only a CEO, he's a visionary, a titan of technology, and undisputed curator of clean cars. Co-founding DRB Systems in 1984 marked the beginning of his industry domination. As a man of many talents, he earned his CPA license in 1990, further setting the stage for his ascent to greatness. Give it up for the king of the car washing industry, out of Sargent Clean Car Wash, Mr. Ken Brock.
Let's give our Sharks one more big round of applause. Wow. I'd like to make a quick note that Shark Chuck Mullen was unable to be with us tonight. And sitting in his place is Leif Erickson. So everybody, let's please give Leif a huge round of applause. All right, folks. So remember to hold on to your paper ballot throughout the pitches. You will have the choice to cast your vote tonight. Your winners will win $250. Be sure to turn this in during the Shark deliberation. Without further ado, it's time to meet our talented contestants. Remember, students, you will have 4 minutes to pitch your ideas. You will have a clicker to use as you go through your slides. Just click the right arrow to go through each one. Also, be sure to hold the microphone, like me, nice and close so everyone in the audience and on the live stream can hear you. Feel free to take the microphone off the stand while you present. When you have 1 minute left, the timer seated right here will hold up a yellow paper. When your time is up, you'll see an orange piece of paper. Then the sharks, you guys will have approximately 4 minutes to ask your questions. Up first, we will have Austin Price from East Canton High School ready to showcase New Life baits. And on deck, we have Glucose Flex Bracelet. Let's give him a big round of applause. Do we have Austin? Nope, you're good. Come on up. Yep.
Good afternoon. I'm Austin Price from East Canton High School with New Life Baits. So whenever I go fishing, I like to go a lot. So as I'm casting, I look around and I just see all this plastic and trash just in the environment. It doesn't matter where, public, private, and these baits are often tossed into nature or landfills. The main ingredient used in these baits takes around 1,000 years to decompose and consumes over 79% of landfill space. And when in nature, these baits can harm other wildlife. So the advantage. We allow the customer to design their baits. The baits are 100% recycled, and it keeps the plastic out of the environment and the landfills. So how it works is the baits are collected, then we melt them down, then we add the colorant, glitter, and scents to them, and then we melt the plastics and inject them into a mold. So in the first picture, that is what I had to begin with. Then I put them in the cup and melted them down, injected them into the molds, and that is what you guys have in front of you right now. So there are many companies that make plastic baits like Berkley, Zoom, Strike Kings, Guggen. A lot of people do, but these are manufactured straight from new material. They are not recycled. Marketing. I consider anybody who buys a fishing license a potential customer. So over 12,435,000 licenses sold in Stark County, over 676,000 sold in Ohio, and over 39 million in the United States. It costs me 1.5 cents to produce a bait and about 18 cents per pack if I put a dozen in a pack. My retail price will be $4 a pack, and I'll make $3.82 per pack. My marketing plan is to get on social media, create a Facebook page, an Instagram page. I'd like to use these on YouTube and show people that they work. I'd like to go to sportsman shows and get a website created. My process will be the fishermen will see these ads, they'll see the video, they'll find us on social media. They will send us their baits, and they will get half off each pack, depending on how many baits they send us back. So we accept the baits from the customer, and we create and distribute the baits based on how the customer would like it. That's all I have.
That's a cool idea. Never thought about it. So I'm curious. Two things caught my ear. You said you're going to allow the customer to pick their design?
Yes, such as color. They can choose the scent. They can choose what glitter they'd like. They can choose whatever kind of bait they'd like, because there's a lot of different types.
I'm curious, how unique is that? In other words, is that in itself an interesting thing that's not available typically, that you can? Usually
whenever you go to buy baits, they are already made in certain colors, and they have like certain, like they're produced, mass produced, so there's only certain kinds you can get in certain colors.
And did you make that mold? Did you have that mold made?
No, I ended up buying it used. I started getting into this about a year ago. Me and
Okay.
my brother, we just make these on the side, and I was starting to get into it more. I enjoy it a lot.
Have you sold any of these? Have you actually?
No, I've given them to friends and family to use, and they like using them a lot.
Oh, okay.
So that was going to be my question. So regardless of what happens tonight, is this something, it looks like this is a passion of yours because it's a sport that you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
So do you think you're going to pursue this no matter what? And if so, what might you do first steps no matter what happens tonight?
So yeah, I am gonna pursue this. I would like to get, like I said, onto Facebook, create a website, and get it to where people can find our company.
Just real quick, from a cost perspective, it looks like you've got great margins, obviously, on this business, but because raw materials are free, right? I mean, not free, but submitted and sent in.
Right.
How does the retail price at, was it whatever it is, $5 a pack? How does that compare to some of the Rapello stuff and everything else?
So I priced it at $4. So most of them nowadays they're going from $5 and up, depending on what you get. But I tried to make it a competitive price that people can afford.
Okay, great. Really nice presentation. I think it's well thought out. I mean, I think we know bait fishermen are picky on their baits.
That's
People
true.
fish at night, buy a different bait than those that fish at day. So I love the customization of it. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, my only question was, how did you come up with this idea? I mean, you seen the baits out? Like, what was kind of when the light bulb went off for you to come up with this idea?
Well, I was thinking about remelting baits because I got a ton around, and our preacher actually came up to us and he's like, "Hey, I got a bunch of baits. Can you melt these down and make them into something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can. That'd be interesting." So I got them, I sorted them by color, and melted them down and injected them and made them to what he wanted.
Very cool. Good job. Yes, very nice job.
Thank you.
What a great start to the night. Let's give Austin a big round of applause. Now, up next, we have Glucose Flex Bracelet presented by Jake Charles from Glen Oak High School. And on deck, we have Binder Buddies.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Jake Charles from Glen Oak High School, and I'm super excited to tell you guys about my idea, the Glucose Flex Bracelet. But before I get into all that good stuff, let me just tell you guys about some of the few annoying things that your average type 1 diabetic would have to go through on a day-to-day basis. For example, you can be waking up in the middle of the night if your blood sugar is too low or too high. You can't do certain activities if your blood sugar is too low. You can't eat certain foods if your blood sugar is too high. You can get hungry easily. You can get dehydrated easily. You can go to the bathroom more. All these things sound pretty annoying, right? Well, I can first-handedly tell you that they are pretty annoying. I myself am a type 1 diabetic. I've had it since I was around 1 year old. So I know a lot about it. I know that there are a ton of dangers. For example, low blood sugar risk. It can lead to confusion, seizures, passing out, brain damage, big mood swings. And even more scary, there's a lot of long-term risks. For example, cardiovascular diseases, kidney problems, damaging your tissue. All around, it's just damaging your whole entire body. And I don't know about you guys, but the one that scares me is the amputations. I personally do not want to have to lose an arm or a leg later in life. So how I stay away from that and how I manage my diabetes, number one is going to be through my diet and exercise. What I eat, and how I exercise is ultimately going to determine how my blood sugar is throughout the day. And it's just going to help me live a happy, healthy life without any of those long-term effects. And how I monitor my blood sugar throughout the day is with my amazing GCM machine. It is an app on my phone that lets me check my blood sugar at any time throughout the day. And as great as it is, there are a lot of problems with it. For example, if I'm at school or work and I'm taking a test and it goes off, let me tell you guys, this alarm is really loud. It sounds like a fire alarm going off, right? And that can be very disruptive. And it's also alerting me once my blood sugar is already low and any of those dangers could already happen. Heck, I could have a seizure in the next 30 seconds, but we don't know because it's already too late. It's also it's also forcing me to check my phone in class more than needed. Some teachers don't understand it. They don't know why I'm on my phone, so that can be a problem. And there's also no customization in the alerts. There's no pattern recognition, nothing like that. So that's where my idea, the glucose flex bracelet, comes into play. It's super simple, practical reminder system that reminds type 1 diabetics to check their blood sugar out the day. How it works is through the app, you can set customized alerts based on your blood sugar patterns or wherever you want it, wherever you want it to alert you, it'll just send a vibration to your bracelet. And that's super simple to set up with our easy-to-use app. And you can also have your family members or your loved ones have the bracelet to make sure you're staying safe throughout the day. So this is how it would look for me. There's my Dexcom, there's my CGM app, and then there's my app, the Flex app. And those two will just work together to all that. And the features and benefits, there's a lot here, but my favorite one is the enhanced peace of mind, knowing that the bracelet is going to have my back throughout the day. It's also got a stylish, waterproof design, so it's going to be lasting a long time. Now, there's a huge target market. There's about 40 million Americans with type 1 diabetes just in the U.S., and that's a lot of customers that I could potentially acquire. So how we're going to get our name out there is through JDRF fundraising, then ultimately move our way through insurance companies that we could sell through and pharmacies that we could sell through. And then eventually we would want to test our product out with other type 1 diabetics, see how they like it, and get their input. So the price can vary based off of insurance. The bracelet could be free, depending on what your insurance is. Or if you don't have insurance and you want to pick up a bracelet through a pharmacy over the counter, it'll be around $75. Well, thank you for listening, Sharks. I would love your investment, and I would love to answer any questions you guys have.
I have one question. Have you thought about kind of the security side of it? Just given that it's for health purposes, I'm sure there's probably, and it seems like you're using it now. That was my other question, kind of. Any issues that you've run into in using it?
Using the CGM or?
Yeah, your actual bracelet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this bracelet, this is just a design.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not the actual thing. But like you said, dangers, it would be working with an existing CGM. So for me, it would be working with my Dexcom to kind of make sure like everything is accurate.
You know, it's funny, and for the Sharks, he's really touching on something. So for endurance, endurance athletes wear glucose monitors because if you really carefully watch your blood sugar and keep it even, you perform much better. So the one I wear occasionally, the software is so crappy that it does exactly what you said. Like at 2 o'clock in the morning, it just goes crazy. It sounds like, the nuclear warhead's on its way to the house and scares everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you're really touching a nerve. So is your special sauce here the thing I'm wearing on my arm, or is it the app that I'm writing to support it?
Okay, so the way it works is you can go in onto the app, and the app is just for you to customize your alerts. So like you said, if you're, so for my example, I'll say, my blood sugar goes low at night, right? That's normally when it goes low. I can go in on the app and set it for like an evening to like alert me just to make sure I'm staying on it so that way I don't go low. And like you said, it doesn't sound like an Amber Alert in the middle of the night. That's what we're trying to prevent there. But I love that question.
Yeah.
No, great idea, great presentation, and obviously a big problem. Have you had any thought about having it interface in any way with iPhones or Google phones in any way with some of the apps? There's so many health apps coming out with those, with their products.
Yeah, you're right. There is, and the way I thought about it is like the Dexcom. There's Dexcom, Libre. Those are like some of the big CGM apps. It would really the goal here isn't to go against Dexcom or any of these other apps. It's honestly to partner with them and be like an extension to help them, if that makes sense.
Got it. Yes. Thank you.
So it's not actually monitoring your regular app's monitoring. It's just alerting. That's
Yes.
It's primarily a discrete alert system.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much. So that way you're preventing it, and yeah.
Have you talked to any software developers, or how far did you go down the research path and to know and is there anything else out there like this right now? This would be one that would be completely foreign to me, but anything else out there, and did you check with any software?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I've looked and I've researched a ton of different GCM apps. I've also, a couple of my friends are type 1 diabetics, and I've asked them, nobody's ever really heard of anything. The closest thing is on the Dexcom app. You can like kind of like set when, like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, if your blood sugar is at 100, you can make it like alert you when it's at 100, so you can kind of pick the number that's alerting you at. But there's no like subtle like alert me at 5 p.m. or alert me at 7 p.m. Like there's no times or anything like that. It's just strictly blood sugar alerting, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm late to everything, so if he could figure out how to just get one of those bracelets on my wrist and starts beeping all the time, yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. Well, let's give him another big round of applause, you guys. Up next, we have Binder Buddies, presented by Nevaeh Alman from Glen Oak High School. And on deck, we have Cosmobility.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nevaeh Alman, and I'm a junior at Glen Oak High School. And I gotta tell you, I love to sing. This is why I'm not only a member of our chorale, but also the Glen Oak High School Drifters, which are a vocal jazz ensemble that is select. And currently, I would have loved for them to have been here to perform for you all tonight, but we're getting ready for a vocal jazz festival in Western Michigan University. So instead, we went ahead and recorded a video for you all. So without further ado, please enjoy the Glen Oak High School Drifters. I am so sorry, everyone. That was just downright embarrassing. Clearly, we have a huge problem here. We can't keep hold of our choir binders. But this isn't just an issue for us. Oh, no. This is also an issue for 270,000 other choruses across the U.S. and their 4.6 million members. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but people have been singing since the 4th century, and many believe that it even preceded speech. So choir is a huge part of our history. It can tell us so much about who we are and where we came from. And although these historical pieces are beautiful, they can get pretty lengthy, being upwards of 45 pages long. This one we sang here earlier this year, the Magnificat, 45 pages. I mean, do you guys think you could memorize all that? Yeah, we can't either. And so singing with binders should be the solution, right? Wrong. This is a huge issue. Conductors have to fear their choirs dropping their binders due to sweaty palms, robes, stage lights, all of our attire. However, if we do sing with the binder, without the binder, then we have to worry whether we're even going to memorize the dang thing or not. So how are we going to fix it, you might be thinking? Well, that's where we come in with the Binder Buddy, binding you to your binder. Currently on the market is a binder with an elastic strap. However, although these may look nice, They can look pretty tacky from a stage perspective, as well as the strap can get worn super easily, and you don't have the option whether you want to take it off or not. You're constantly attached to it. And with the Binder Buddy, we have so much more to offer. Our skin color options allow for a sleeker and cleaner look, as well as our hand grips, which allow for you an extra grip onto that binder so that you don't have to worry about it slipping off of your palms. Plus, our swivel hooks are an easy extra grip that'll allow for a little bit of extra support from the bottom of the binder. Plus, the thin glove will keep your hand from getting a little bit too hot and sweaty. Our production would be about $11 for one pair of gloves, and if you buy in bulk, the swivel hooks are only about 20 cents per hook. That would leave us at $11.20 per pair and a selling price of $23 per pair. That would leave our profit margin at about 51.3%. Now you may be wondering, who the heck's going to buy this thing? I mean, come on. But conductors and music educators would be huge to jump on this idea. I mean, come on, it's new things for choral music. Also, choir members and people who sing are always looking for something new to make their life a little bit easier. We'd market it on social media. Think of all those influencers that are willing to jump on opportunities like these. Plus, local music stores like Pellegrino are a great example. Also, trade shows and conferences. OMEA is a huge opportunity for us to sell these things at tables, as well as direct sales force. Well, that's me. Local choral churches and as well as school choirs. Now, you might be wondering, what am I going to use your money for since, you're investing in this? Well, I would love to prototype with a seamstress or an engineer to make the best product available for people that like to sing, as well as creating brand recognition, which would be an influencer and finding a way to increase my market. So I would like to thank you all for listening, and if you have any questions or feedback, I'd love to hear it.
Very well done. Nice presentation, and I love the points. You hit every point that you should hit, right? Identifying the size of the market, who the potential customers are, and how you're going to use your proceeds. It's fantastic. How did you price this out? How did you come up with the $11.20?
So we actually made a prototype here, and I don't know if you guys would like to see it or not.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
I have a couple.
Yeah, we like show and tell.
One pair, and then the other pair is inside the bag. I also have one attached to my binder if you'd like to see how that works. But how I came up with the pricing point is, so each glove that we bought for the prototype was $11, and then the swivel hooks were $6 for a pack of 30, and then I just divided that and got a 20 cents per each swivel hook, so I just divided that out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the hooks, can you show me how it hooks to the binder?
Yes, of course. So in here, this is currently my drifter binder. But right here is where the glove would lay, and it would hook onto that prong of your binder, and that extra swivel hook at the bottom would allow for a little bit of extra support from the bottom of your hand, so it's not resting on your wrist. If you want to look at that too.
Nevaeh,
yeah.
Nevaeh. I love the idea. It's great when the idea comes out of your own experience. Those are often the best ideas. One concern I'd have, or a pause, and I'm curious how you would handle it. Would the pair of gloves go with the individual, or would the pair of gloves go with the binder? Reason I'm asking, my wife would get really creeped out if she thought, oh, those gloves were worn by some other kid.
I actually do love that question. That's a great thing to think about. Personally, I think that for each glove, it should be specific to the person. I think that's very important for like the skin color options at least. And I'd say that it should be unique, like if a choir were to order it in bulk, that you have a skin color match for each person in the choir rather than matching it to the binder itself. Right, and the good part of that answer is that means the binder itself is going to get less cruddy over time. Yes. It's the gloves that are the item. That's a good idea.
Very great presentation. I could definitely hear it in your voice. You're very passionate about it, which definitely came through. So good job on that. I don't know anything about this particular area, so it was very good to hear kind of I'm just curious, you went through, is there anything similar currently like on the market to the gloves that you've come up with, or is this kind of a unique kind of nothing really out there at this point?
Yeah, so actually the only thing that I really found when I was doing my research on it was the binder with the elastic strap, and other than that, I really haven't seen anyone creating any gloves for it necessarily, and that's what I thought, as somebody who does sing a lot, would be the best option for someone that sings as much as someone like me or my other fellow choir members do.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, nice job, Nevaeh. Good idea.
Let's keep it going for Nevaeh. Up next, we have Cosmability presented by Tegan LaHaye from Hoover High School. Let's give her a warm welcome. And on deck, we have Everwake.
Hello? Okay. How do I get... Oh, okay. There we are. So, Cosmability. How would you define the word accessibility? Maybe you might imagine a ramp, a wheelchair, or something like that. Now, in the real world, in the scheme of personal care and cosmetics, there is very rarely any products that cater towards individuals who are disabled or who have troubles with their mobility or overall dexterity. Sorry. Cosmability provides a straightforward selection of products that can help. Created the same, so why offer products that are made all the same? According to the Pew Research Center, there are over 42.5 million Americans who have disabilities. Yet Procter & Gamble found that only 4% of beauty and personal care products cater and are accessible to disabled individuals. This gap is the very reason why I chose to create Cosmability. And it's nice to meet everyone here today. My name is Tegan LaHaye, obviously, and this is Cosmability, where I really just took, cosmetics, and we're trying to create a way in which people that normally might be able to use, like makeup and cosmetics, we are trying to create a way for people to use that. Yeah, so as you can see, the typical application is typically slippery. As you try to apply makeup day to day, you can kind of see just off of looks alone that application might be a bit more difficult if your hands are shaky or like you definitely cannot hold on to these very smooth textures. And so as we are seeing that we are recognizing makeup as an art form, we try to solve these problems by creating more friction on our packaging and on our product line that creates more an ease of twisting open the products and actually being able to use them. Cosmability works to be innovative, challenging the conventional factory-like makeup manufacturing process with 3D modeling. Our team's choice in 3D modeling for our packaging is simply because of how easily perfectible the designing process would look like. Brands comparable to our process or brands comparable to our mission are rare to find, as well as how different the services that Cosmability offers. Makeup artists in various makeup locations will show how the product is easier applied, but primarily I will try to lead the demonstration of using our products that we will offer in Cosmability. So Cosmability is determined to make value of your investment by searching for chemists, mixers, makeup experts who have priceless insight to form knowledgeable and productive and to provide us a more knowledgeable perspective on how to create makeup, because it is a very difficult industry to really approach. There is many aspects that you really have to worry about. So that's why with your investment, we're looking to use that money to look for chemists, mixers, and things like that in that team. I'm very grateful to express my ideas, principles, into a product after brainstorming for an idea and how Cosmability can potentially be brought to fruition. We work to modernize and enhance every aspect of our lives, yet there is an imbalance in cosmetic product diversity. Cosmability will be a brand of change, and with your support can create a positive difference in how makeup users can enact the routines. Yeah.
Very well done. Thank you very much. This really is a cool way to identify a great product. Have you had thoughts about, getting into the chemistry and the,
Most definitely.
any of the approvals and anything you have to do with that versus, I was intrigued by you're talking about the friction on the outside of the application device.
Yes.
Have you ever had thoughts, or have you talked about perhaps licensing with some of the larger cosmetics company a product that's been patented where you have the IP for the application device?
Okay, so first of all, I've looked for kind of like the legal regulations and kind of those things that might limit me. Vendor's license is about $25, so I'm not really worried about that. And then concerning, I think you said like how this might compare to other products and things like that. Yeah, so I have looked around at how other brands have really tried to change their design to meet other people's meet other populations in general, and it's quite rare to see that. And like I said before, I told you that about like 4% of overall cosmetics have only really catered towards disabled individuals. So with that being said, that patent problem is very rarely an issue for me. Yeah, is there any other good questions that I can answer?
Yeah, I have
Yes.
one. No, I
Yes.
think it's a great idea. My son is actually in a wheelchair, so we deal with what you're talking about on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
It's super hard to do different things, just things you don't think about. So
Most
I think it's
certainly.
a great idea, a great concept. Have you thought about cost? Because I know that's a big concern as far as cost with regards to making some of the products. Because I know, again, it seems like that's always a entry-level kind of barrier.
Most certainly. Yeah, that's kind of given, you know, like we do worry about like what exactly are these products even going to cost us, right? So, first of all, there is like so much variance in the products that I've been kind of, you know, attributing to, but to kind of give you an exact picture, I was kind of looking at maybe for a lipstick, for example, you know, so just in the middle picture, obviously, for those who might not know what a lipstick is. So I was thinking about maybe putting a $12 price on that. And obviously, I've mentioned a few different products. I don't know our cosmetic knowledge, but concealers, like maybe lip pencils, brushes, all those different things. So those I probably will need a bit more time to work on a price because there's definitely different things that are involved in that. So there's different formulas.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just want to compliment you.
Oh.
It was very empathetic and outlooking to even come up with this idea.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
That shows a lot of character. Well done.
Thank you
So,
very much.
have you ever heard the old joke that free advice is sometimes worth what you paid for? Anyway, here's the point. Some free advice. I'm going to piggyback onto what Bill said. I think the pith of your idea is the packaging that has that extra gripability.
Yes.
I don't think the pith is the actual makeup stuff. There are a lot of people making that. They're really good at it. If I were pursuing this, I'd pursue somehow
Just looking at the packaging.
Yeah.
We're
do the
looking at
packaging
Okay.
and come up
Okay.
with that as my product,
Yeah.
and then let the people that do that other stuff best go. But I love the idea. I think you're
Yes.
tapping a really neat market.
And
I
I would-
appreciate that. Thank you.
I'd add too, in addition to anyone that's disabled, older like me, I actually
Yes.
struggled with the top of my foundation today,
Real.
and
Me
I
too.
can't. So to their point, Bill's right, spot on. It's about the packaging.
Yeah,
Whatever's
I know,
inside,
because-
I don't care what brand it is, and I think you've got an idea.
No
here,
matter,
but I
I
think
will
it's-
pay like $25 for like one little thing, and I literally have to fight to, kind of apply.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm aiming to kind of ease that process.
I will actually, as a parent, we come up with that idea as parents, and if somebody could figure that
know.
out, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm sure that you guys are like pondering in this all the time.
Yes. Good job.
Well done.
All
This
right.
was a nice
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
Thank you.
Let's keep it going for Tegan. That was awesome. Moving on, we have Everwick. So let's welcome Hudson Pringle, Mason Angnogi, Carson Derland, Kaylin Pringle, Cameron Smith, and Jacob LaFountain. Hopefully I said some of those names correctly. I apologize, you guys. They're from Hoover High School. And on deck, we have Hot Pants.
Cool. This is our Everwick.
Yep, so it's actually citrus.
Nice.
All right. I want to start off by asking you guys a question. How many of you guys burn candles? We found that people burn candles at least 2 to 3 times a month. And what do you guys do with those candles after they're gone? Recycle them, throw them away? Most people recycle them or throw them away. But most recycling stations don't accept the candles because of the wax remnants left behind. Our goal at Everwick is to create an eco-friendly soy wax candle with reusable glass containers.
Everwick offers a solution by crafting eco-friendly soy wax candles, but that's just the start. Our glass candle jars are designed to be reused. We took a step further than any other candle company in this industry with the introduction of our reusable jars. Once you're done burning the candle, you can give it back to us for us to refill and give back to you. If you are not local, that is no problem. You can ship it to us for a small fee, and we will simply ship it back so you can once again enjoy our amazing candles. Since you are joining us in this journey in our mission to make the world a healthier place, we will give you a discount on the wax refills.
So how many of you guys burn candles from Bath & Body Works or Yankee Candle? A lot of you guys? Well, 95% of those candles contain paraffin wax. And paraffin wax presents significant risks both to the environment and to the families of those who burn it. Paraffin wax comes from petroleum oil, which is also used in diesel fuel. Petroleum oil takes extensive machinery to mine and refine. And this mining and refining process is extremely detrimental to the environment. Also, when burning paraffin wax, it releases 2 major chemicals, toluene and benzene. These 2 chemicals have major health risks, including headaches, skin irritation, eye irritation, and even leukemia and kidney damage later on.
When burning a soy wax candle, it doesn't release any negative toxins into the environment. When burning a soy wax candle, it doesn't release any negative toxins into the environment. Per 4 ounces, soy wax lasts around 3 hours longer than paraffin due to its advantage of being able to stay lit in harder conditions.
In 2022, the candle market was valued at $12.8 billion. The market continues to grow. As people more now than ever are looking into environmentally friendly products, we have a high potential to capture a share of this market. 72% of people said they are buy more eco-friendly products than what they did 5 years ago. We found through our market research survey that the people most willing to buy our product are women of the age of 35 and older.
62% of people said they would spend $15 to $20 on our candles. We want to sell our candles for $15. It costs $6.30 to produce 1 candle, and it's $8.70 profit per candle. That gives us a profit margin of 58% and a break-even point of 36 units. Our target market uses popular social media apps such as Instagram and Facebook. We plan to sell business to consumer by attending local craft shows and selling events, and business to business by selling at local boutiques.
Once we get our company started and we start selling, we will donate 10% of our profits to recycle across America. With your investment of $2,000, we'll use the first $1,500 to buy materials, like the wax, the jars, the candles, and the wicks. With the other $500, we'll use it for social media marketing and to pay to get into selling events. Join us today by protecting the earth with every wick.
I'm not familiar with, well, I don't know my waxes, I guess, like between soy wax and, is that difficult to make? Do you source it? How do you source the product for this?
So we would just source it through like a producer, so you can just buy it in bulk. You can buy in like 20-pound blocks. So then we'd do that, and then if we like production process, we'd like melt it down and make our own candles.
Right. So by the way, I burn candles and I get headaches, and you're making me think maybe this is the issue. So why don't more manufacturers use soy for candles. Is there a negative to soy?
There's not. It's more expensive. So I'm guessing that's why, like Bath and Body Works, I mean, their prices are like $30, and it probably costs them very little to make.
And just so I have this right in my head, so are you also saying that more of the candle will burn with your product, or do we still end up with that residue at the bottom? Because that always makes me feel guilty when I'm
There is a little bit of wax remnant still on the bottom.
But the plan is then I send this back to you.
And we refill it, yeah.
And you guys, okay.
Yep.
Got it.
So back to that, because I love the refill idea, because my wife burns candles. She's in your demographic, by the way. So it was interesting because that refill, I think, would be a cool idea, because then you could change, I'm thinking, scents and different things, which is super important, because she doesn't like the same ones. You know, you got to change it up. So my question is how long do yours burn as compared? And I think what you were saying, it was longer. So that would be super important to market if that's something you pursue.
The soy wax, it's per 4 ounces, it's 3 more hours of burn time.
Gotcha. And then how much is it to cost? Would it cost to refill? Because I know you were mentioning about the
refill would be like, for us, you have to do a new wick and then also the wax, but you don't do the jar, so it's going to be like $4 so instead of the $6.30.
You sell it at the same price?
Well, we give them a disc. Well, it'd be discounted because then they're not buying the jar, and it's also discounted because they're buying from us again.
So are you thinking subscription model?
So we were going to sell it at $15, and then like a refill would probably be like $10.
All the sharks we love subscription models. We like recurring revenue. We like which you are already set up for that if you're going to do refills, which is kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, I would absolutely jump on board with what Sue just said. Having a monthly subscription where you get, rather than the individual having to pack the glass up, ship it back, get it refilled, and send it back. Have you thought about maybe just shipping them every month an insert into the glass, saving all that customer friction?
So we have not thought about that, but one problem would be, let's say that the lid is like on that candle on our prototype, so the lid is actually smaller than the base of the candle. So we would have some trouble putting the candle and sliding it back in. But if we found a different jar that allowed us to, I guess that could be another option that we could use. So thank you.
And just so I follow, you're arguing that the soy does not cause the headache, does not cause headaches like that other.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the information that we found online, it's the paraffin wax that releases the chemicals that causes the headaches.
Yeah, that's big. Good. Good idea. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep it going for them. That was awesome. Great presentation. Up next, we have Hot Pants presented by Jasmine Orr from Hoover High School. And on deck, we have Eco Fresh.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Jasmine Orr, and I'm an aspiring businesswoman and entrepreneur. Tonight, I'm here to illustrate a problem that many people are unaware of. According to Women's Health Concern, a patient arm of the British Menopause Society, close to 80% of women experience many symptoms that contribute to feeling moderate to severe pain during their period cycle. Put yourself in the shoes of a woman for a second. Imagine waking up and feeling immediate discomfort that is set on by painful cramps followed by nausea and then tension throughout your whole body. And not to mention, all this does not necessarily stop once you go to bed. These symptoms and pain can last up to 3 days and even sometimes beyond that. In order to help young to middle-aged women that are experiencing the story I just described, I am seeking an investment from you today in my product, Hot Pants. Hot Pants are a new innovation that have been designed with the female in mind and provide features that appeal to other consumers like athletes, weightlifters, and the labor workforce. The pants I've designed have built-in heat settings. In addition to providing heat, the pants also produce a pulse similar to a massage gun. Providing a heat source to a woman experiencing period pain is our most important feature. Heat relieves the pain caused by cramps and contraction, as well as with the feeling of nausea. The pulse vibration built into the pants in to relieve tension. Throughout the customer's body from the waist down, the feature is how we will appeal to a broader market. Weightlifters, athletes, women, and workers that have labor-intense jobs will benefit from the pulse feature by giving them a way to rest and recover after extensive activity. Our product line will consist of 2 different types of pants. The first version will be completely designed for the female in mind. This pair will extend over the stomach and be tailored to provide comfort and relief. The second version will not have the same stomach cover for those wanting pain relief from the waist down. Each product will come in 3 colors, black, gray, and white. My product will be made by using an ultra-thin heating system. It would be sewn in along the vibrations of the pants. This technique is similar to how heat blankets are produced using thin insulation wire of heating elements. There are other pants like this on the market, but none that I've found with vibration patterns. The other pants on the market are either for warmth or for helping women lose weight, which is not my intention. The purpose of mine would be different and more effective. I do believe these pants could help and benefit many people, not just women. The pricing would range from $50 to $60 per pants. Reason for this is because the price of a normal pair of regular sweatpants range from $40 to $70 at local stores and malls. I want these pants to be affordable for everyone and more efficient. I want these pants to benefit women and make their lives easier. I would want my own website, but would also sell in places like Amazon and in stores including Target and Dick's Sporting Goods. This idea, while I would love to take idea or credit for all this idea, I actually got the idea from my mother figure who passed away. I remember I was just starting to get cramps for my period, and she gives me this heating pad, and she goes, "Oh, I just wish my pants were heated. Like, I wish the waistband was heated." And when my teacher, Mr. Bond, he gave us this project, I was like, oh, just came to my mind. And I would focus on advertising on social media with, a lot of female and feminist popular brands would promote that. With an investment, I can begin sourcing my first prototype. Materials will be purchased and testing will begin to ensure proper function and safety of my product. After this, our company will begin to scale and reach our intended target markets. Sharks, thank you for your commitment to entrepreneurship and time.
I'll go first on this one. This is a great idea.
Thank you.
And I could see a lot of uses for it. So, so there isn't anything else out there. You said just for warmth.
Yes.
Or weight loss. That's kind of funny. Like to sweat you out, right?
Yeah.
Any ideas? Did you do any research on how much it might cost to make something? So you had your retail price, which sounds right for like sweatpants. That sounds right, but.
For fabric and for the heating system and the vibration, I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've seen, it would be probably around 15 to 20, just for the products that I researched that I would like to use for my pants. So.
Very cool idea.
Obviously, I can't empathize with the situation, but I do have a daughter and a wife. So I would just, again, Ken's words about giving advice. I wouldn't worry so much about the top line and what it costs. It does so much more than sweatpants that if you don't have to come in and fit into that price range. If you're offering something more, people will pay up for it, especially if there's a benefit.
Did I hear? So just so we established, this idea has not been on the market to our knowledge. Well done to, I guess this was your mother figure? Is that what you described her as?
Her name was Sam.
Truly novel ideas don't come about very often. So this is pretty cool. Well done. I'm worried I'm being practical, but by the time you get the heat and vibration going on there, are the pants going to be kind of bulky? I mean, how are we going to deal with comfort on those?
Yeah, I am trying to make them like as thin as I possibly can. The first prototype would need plugged in, but from there I would like to, make them more stylish and have a portable battery where you can just leave the house with them and do whatever. But that would be what the investment and all such.
Right. Bill is suggesting maybe Elon Musk can help us with the battery piece. Right, because a battery, yeah, I don't know the answer to this, but a battery is kind of bulky, and how do you get that? So there's some technology that needs work through here. But I love the idea. It's very creative.
Thank you.
Great presentation. I'll echo what Bill said. I wouldn't concentrate so much on the price because I think you've hit on something. It's unique. If there's nothing else on the market, definitely would be willing to pay a premium for that for sure. Well done.
Thank you.
Sharks, I mean, I got to tell you, my lovely girlfriend, the amount of heating pads that have gone through Amazon, if this young lady does what says she's going to do, I'm going to go broke. So, nice job. Next up, let's welcome EcoFresh to the stage, presented by Mario Colangelo from Hoover High School. And on deck, we have Game Finder.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mario Colangelo, and I'm the founder of EcoFresh. I'm going to ask you 3 questions today. Do you like fresh produce? Do you want to help support local businesses? And do you like eating fruit that has been sitting in a warehouse for over a year? Hopefully your answer to the first 2 questions was yes, and your answer to the last question was no. Many of us do not realize produce like fruit and vegetables is kept sitting in warehouses stored by many companies for up to 1 whole year. This is where my company, EcoFresh, comes in. We are the solution to a common problem faced by many individuals. The challenge of accessing fresh produce, how are we the solution? Well, EcoFresh is your source of fresh farm products delivered right to your doorstep. At EcoFresh, we are not just delivering groceries. We're delivering the best local products to individuals. Our produce will be sourced directly from local farms. They will be packaged in environment-friendly boxes that you can recycle. You will be able to order our product right off our website, and we will have it delivered to your house within the week. Fortunately, farm fresh produce, before it is peeled or cut, can last 1 to 1.5 weeks before going bad. This helps us eliminate some of our expenses by saving money on ice. For some items, we can supply a minimum amount of ice to sustain the food and keep it fresh but not frozen. Our competition, like Walmart, Uber, and DoorDash, are working with large retailers and leaving behind the true heroes in the food production industry, our farmers. By partnering with local farmers and farmers markets, EcoFresh not only ensures the freshness and quality of our products, but also supports the livelihoods of hard-working farmers. In recent years, without a doubt, that our culture and our economy has increased the amount of technological integration into our daily lives. People require a new way to source and obtain their groceries, clothes, consumer goods, and even furniture. This serves as a great opportunity for EcoFresh. Mothers are on the forefront of children's health and dietary issues as a result of ultra-processed foods that are affecting the generation. A quote from the American Medical Association states, "While it may be convenient, consuming ultra-processed foods on a regular basis increases a person's risk of health complications, such as certain cancers, obesity, and even type 2 diabetes." Some mothers, families, and corporations in the food space are trying to combat this problem. This issue has inspired our solution. EcoFresh stands out from the competitors with its affordable prices and freshness. For the price of our boxes, it is $30 to $85 a week. You may think this is expensive, but on average, most households spend $124 a week on just produce. No longer do you need to carve out time to visit farmers markets for fresh produce. Let EcoFresh bring the experience to you. By choosing EcoFresh, you're not just getting fresh produce, you're supporting a movement towards sustainable agriculture and local economic growth. Sharks, with your investment, this company will be able to begin the creation of our supply chain. Our business will revolve around a network of local farmers producing goods for their local communities. In order to ensure the food is sourced, gathered, and packaged and delivered properly, investment in your expertise is needed. We commit to maintaining local partnerships with our farmers, managing our supply chain, and outsourcing the production and maintenance of our website. Sharks, I thank you for your consideration. Now join us in our mission to make fresh, healthy eating accessible, all while supporting local farmers who nourish our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Mario. A couple of things. I'm curious, how did this idea come to you?
Honestly, every day I drive to Hoover because I live in Jackson, and I just go past a sign and it says farmers market, and it got me thinking. And then so I started doing some research, and I found that grocery stores mostly leave their food in warehouses for up to a year. I thought there must be a better way to help people.
And so just so I understand the vision, you would go to the farmer's market, gather the food, and send it to the consumer?
Or we can just outsource it from straight from the farmers. Either
Okay.
works.
And I saw your marketing plan. It was kind of brief.
Yes.
How are you going to get a hold of the people that you want to sell this to?
So for like the older generation, because I know my grandparents don't use social media, so I thought a good way to get to them would be like flyers, passing out flyers, and then to the younger generation, social media like Facebook and Instagram would be a good way to reach them.
You know, just to support at least a part of your idea here, I happen to know some grocers, in some of the bigger chains. They will tell you that produce is key to the consumer coming to their place. If the produce isn't fresh, the consumer says the whole store is not worthwhile. So you're right, fresh produce is a key issue for most shoppers.
No, I will definitely echo that because my wife won't go to the grocery store anymore. It only takes one time, so he's absolutely true on that. So no, I love the idea. You were talking a little bit on the pricing, and so I was curious kind of where that kind of came up with. How did you come up with kind of your pricing?
I looked at the government's index for the price on produce, and then I added that into my base cost, and then I added shipping as well, and then the price of the boxes that will be used. And that was how I came up with my base price.
Yeah, Trent, I mean, I've been involved with the food industry for a while in different places, at different points of contact. And transportation, weather, refrigeration, keeping things safe, you know, it's a real complicated process. And I just wondered if you ever thought about partnering and doing a revenue share with, say, Uber and Lyft.
I have not thought about that, but that is a good idea.
It takes the transportation thing, makes it a lot easier. They're out there running around right now delivering people and delivering food. And
Did you come up with the logo and the name yourself?
I did.
You did? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It is fresh, and I think that would be your angle is the fresh factor, and especially in places like around here where we know that we can get some fresh produce, but we sometimes just bypass it and head to the grocery stores anyway. So, nice job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mario.
Thank you.
Nice job. Moving on, we have Game Finder presented by Brady Hasten from Hoover High School. And on deck, we have Pony.
Hello, my name is Brady Hassan. I'm a freshman at Hoover High School.
Brady?
Brady, yes. Oh, I had it upside down. Oh, there it is. All right. Imagine this. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and you want to play a game of basketball with your friends. So you try texting them and calling them, but to no avail. They are unable to play. So you try posting on social media, and still no one's able to play. This is where Game Finder comes in. Game Finder is a mobile app that uses geolocation to find pickup games in your area. Whether you're a soccer star, basketball pro, or just looking to stay active, Game Finder has something for you. Our target market would be anyone who's active and enjoys playing sports. It is estimated that about half of the American population plays sports, so that is about 165 million potential buyers. And that's only in the U.S. alone. GameFinder hopes to expand to other countries such as Canada, Britain, and France. Here's how it works. Simply open the app, select your sport, and GameFinder will show you all the available games nearby. You can see details like the number of players, skill level, and location, so you can find the perfect game for you. The app uses real-time data for the app, and it marks the games on the map so you can choose your game and then add yourself to it, and once the game is full, you can go to the site and begin your game. To make an app, simply select the Make a Game button in the app and select the time, sport, and location, and wait for people to join. The app has many features, including a chat that allows you to talk to players before your game, badges to track your process, and the ability to level up so you can become your local champion, creating a fun and competitive atmosphere. GameFinder isn't just about finding games, though. It's about building a community. During COVID, everyone was stuck indoors, glued to their phone, and it hasn't changed much since then. According to an analysis done by KFF from the Center for Disease Control, 4 in 10 adults reported symptoms of depression and anxiety by early 2021. Most of these cases are caused by the loneliness and isolation of quarantine. GameFinder is the perfect solution to this problem by connecting people through sports and staying active. A direct competitor of GameFinder is an app called Conquer App, which is similar to GameFinder but is $10 more and doesn't offer nearly as many features. These features include badges, which shows our users' progress up their local leaderboard, statistic entry, which enables our users to keep track of their own stats, and finally, a community chat forum, which keeps users connected in the community. An indirect competitor of GameFinder would be the YMCA. You can play basketball, racquetball, and even swim at your local Y. But in terms of any other sports, there's not many more options. Also, your local Y isn't very cost efficient, costing around $50 a month per membership. In addition, if a group of individuals wanted to play basketball, guaranteeing court space at specific times and on specific days can be a challenge. The app is initially free, but you can get a premium subscription for $10 a month or the Premium Plus subscription for $20 a month. The Premium subscription will grant you features such as badges in the chat, while the Premium Plus subscription will grant you features such as the ability to track your stats and the ability to make teams before you get on site. GameFinder will use social media networks such as Instagram and Facebook to market this idea. Social media are great, cost-efficient ways to get GameFinder's name out there. With an investment, GameFinder would start the development process by hiring experienced app and software developers to begin work on the app. An investment would also aid GameFinder in building up our community through social media marketing and awareness campaigns, which are essential to this app's success. In summary, GameFinder is the ultimate app for sports enthusiasts, making finding and joining pickup games easy and convenient, while also fostering a sense of community and competition. So why wait? Invest in GameFinder today.
This is like a dating app for pickup games, which I kind of can't believe it doesn't exist. It does not exist. So this Conquest, or was it Conquest?
The Conquer app is similar, but like I said, it doesn't have nearly as many features.
It doesn't have as many features. Fascinating idea, and one that I think has got some legs to it, because I've got some sports folks, and especially amateur sports people in my family, my sons, who would, I think, use this. And so, great idea and interesting approach.
Thank you.
Great idea. I love that it's promoting folks to go out and actually play instead of video games and other things. So I think that's a great idea. I was just curious on the cost. How did you come about that, and have you done any research on what it might cost to develop the actual app?
So the cost of our app is based on what each subscription offers, like the different features, and also it's more cost efficient than our competitors, the Conquer app. And in terms of funding the app, I haven't done too much research into it, but with an investment, that is also another thing we would put money into, start developing the app and then marketing. But I think developing an app would cost a pretty good amount of money.
So last fall, I was in Chicago, and I'm out jogging, and I see a bunch of dudes playing soccer. It looked like a pickup game, and I'm like, that'd be fun to join, but I'm not invited. But this app would have, who knows, I pick something, and hey, there's a pickup game going on Field 4. A concern I've got, and maybe this is just get over it, but how about personal security? Like, you know, somebody says, hey, we got a baseball game here in, you know, lower Chicago, and I show up and there's no baseball game, there's a baseball bat.
So Game Finder could do kind of a background check of like each location to make sure like they're actual like baseball field sites, and then also make sure the users are actually there to do the intended purpose of the app.
Great presentation and a great idea, and I really don't have anything to add other than I wouldn't get skinny on the cost of the app. I would invest to have the best app, so that you're the winner out there. And then secondly, I can see marketing hooking up with local gyms and schools and churches, to give people an opportunity and an outlet to, like minds, like people.
Like the Y could be a potential partner if we partner with their gyms or the swim or any other features. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brady.
Sharks, something I recently picked up during my weight loss journey has been the sport of pickleball. And finding a court seems impossible, so I can't wait till this young man develops that app. That way I can find a court to play on. Excellent job. Moving on, we have Pony, presented by Addison Fogel, Reese Elliott, Madison Keem, and Ivana Brina from Perry High School. On deck, we have Baby Saver.
Hi, Sharks. Have you ever had the feeling of being in danger and not being able to do anything about it?
Well, we have the perfect solution for you. I'm Reese.
I'm Ivana.
I'm Maddie. And I'm Addie.
And we are sophomores at Perry High School, and we are the creators of Pony.
Being a teenager or anyone in the United States can be a very scary thing. According to Child Crime and Prevention Safety Center, approximately 840,000 children are reported missing each year. We aim to decrease this number and improve safety for all. As 4 teenage girls, we experience scary feelings like this way too often. So this is why we decided to create Pony. Pony creates a sense of security that help is just a button away.
Our product is for anyone, but our main focus is really on teenage girls and young women. We are starting to grow up. We're driving. We're going to places by ourselves. And just by going to the mall or the grocery store, we are putting ourselves in danger to the people around us. That is why our main focus is on teenage girls, because situations like this have happened to us. So, with that being said, we want Pony to be for everybody, but that is where our main focus is at. In 2020, the number of missing persons under the age of 21 was so much higher than the number above 21, with 206,371 females under the age of 21 reported missing.
Pony is a self-activated security device that can either be used as a ponytail or a bracelet. If you ever feel like you're in danger, just press and pull the pony. The pony will then send off a loud alarm and also notify an operator of your location. The operator will then send your location to a police officer and help is on the way. If you're wondering what would happen if you accidentally pull the pony, well, a notification will pop up on your phone and you have 30 seconds to disarm it. So that way, the alarm will stop and the police will not be notified.
You can either disarm the pony using your Face ID from your phone or using the special code on the back of the bracelet, which is unique to everyone. Because the pony can be also used as a ponytail, it is made out of a soft, stretchy elastic that can easily glide through the hair. The part that you break off from the pony is made out of a soft plastic that is not noticeable in the hair. The pony will come in different types of colors and designs from everyone to choose from, our personal favorite being the purple one. The main purpose for pony is to protect those in danger and prevent many kidnappings.
While our competitors have a lot of great features to offer, we realized we have more. Flair, one of our biggest competitors, averages around $150 per bracelet. Ours will be more affordable and of a better quality. Also, many of our competitors have the function of only being a bracelet, while ours also functions as a ponytail.
We are going to promote Pony on all social medias, so that way we are able to reach our targeted audience. So that way we can make the money through the sales, but as well as promoting it. On average, it costs around 13 cents to make a regular hair tie, and a small GPS tracker is around $30. So we have decided to sell the pony for around $45 to $50.
Pony promotes safety and security. It has multiple purposes, such as being a hair tie or bracelet, and it's priced reasonably. Pony is the way to go. So Sharks, let's lock in and be safe together.
Okay, nice job. Yeah, boy, you made a compelling case for this. So I understand there's two things I think I got. So if I'm wearing it, if it's being worn as a ponytail, not only does it have a GPS, but somehow I can press a button that says, hey, danger? Is that the...
Yeah, so you will push down the button and pull it apart, and then it will send a loud alarm off, and then it will send your location to an operator.
Got it. Okay. And one of you said that there is a competitive product out there, but that this is going to be way less. I'm curious, how are you going to make it way less than the competitive?
Well, since it is made out of the material of a ponytail, obviously it would be a little cheaper compared to like the big bulkier bracelets that Flair has, which are $150.
Using our price being lessened, it'll help target the audience, such as teenagers that don't have a budget of $100 to $150. Making it between $45 to $50 will make it a lot more accessible.
Yeah, I really like the idea. I mean, the cost of near-field communication, whether it's Bluetooth or whatever, to connect to your phone, and all of you have phones, right? Yeah. I mean, you're not going to have a ponytail on without a phone in your hand. That's the way it works. And I have a GPS tracker on my dog, so I wouldn't mind having one on my granddaughter. One thing somebody says, we want to make it for everybody, but you're really focusing on young girls. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying you're focusing on young girls. You can't be everything to everybody. I don't need one, so you're not making me feel excluded by not having it. I mean, because I think it's such a wonderful, wonderful product for narrow your focus, deepen your impact.
I have what I wanted to add on. I have a very worrisome mom. So with this product, it makes it a lot easier, like knowing that I'm safe and her knowing that I'm safe. So that way it's like easier for the both of us.
I was going to say the real market is me, because I'm going to buy it for my daughter. I'm going to buy it for my daughter-in-law. I'm going to buy it for my future grandchildren. Those kids. So, and we will spend for safety. So I like, and I also like the idea that it's discreet, in that yes. I could be wearing it and I wouldn't necessarily know that you had a protection device on, but also that also would. My only concern about it would be that it'd be easily lost because it's a hair tie, right? So thinking of ways to brand it in a way that makes it really special and something you want to keep would be something to think about as you would go through the product development stage.
Yeah, that was my concern. You hit on it, was the loss, because I have two daughters, and all I see is hair ties everywhere. So that was my concern: well, how is this going to get lost, or this could end in the trash?
So with our app, obviously an app would go along with the bracelet. We were thinking of adding not just like a GPS on the actual bracelet, but a way for you to beep it so you can find it. So say you lost it like under your bed, kind of like AirPods or an Apple Watch. You just click a button on the app, it'll just start beeping, tell you if you're closer or farther away from it. Because, yeah, we lose ponytails. I think I lost so many. I'm always buying so many. So just adding that will
make sure you can actually find it, and it's a cool design. So you're going to want to always wear it. If you buy multiple, you can switch it out with different outfits. So you're always going to want to have it on you.
Cool. Thank you, Team
thank
Pony.
you.
Thank you.
You know, I have 3 beautiful sisters, and one goes to Ohio State University. This one in particular loves to fall asleep on the bus and get off at wrong stops. So, you guys have a future customer right here, because I'll be buying her a ton of them. Now, moving on, we have, last but certainly not least, Baby Saver, presented by Felice McLeod and Kyla Kronberg from Glen Oak High School. Let's give them a hand.
Hi judges, my name is Felice McLeod. And I'm Kyla Kronberg, and our product is the Baby Saver. But before we start, let's introduce you to our friend Bethany. See, Bethany could be any of your family, friends, or coworkers.
See, Bethany enjoys board games, puzzles, animals, but most importantly, her little baby Jonah.
But on the other hand, Bethany is really stressed out right now. She just found out her mom has early onset and she has to pay for the medical bills. She's also going through a rough divorce, and her job's getting away. So you guys can fully understand why she was so stressed out whenever she woke up late this morning. She had to rush to get her baby Jonah ready. Then, as she's driving, she gets stuck in traffic. Who would have known? But as she's sitting there waiting in traffic, she's thinking, I'm going to get fired. They're going to lay me off. I'm done. But she gets there in the nick of time. Luckily, her boss doesn't see her. But as she's walking back to her office, she's sitting there. Something is on her mind. What could it be? It's not a business meeting. It's not an interview. But then she figures out what it was. She left Jonah in the hot car, locked. But luckily for her,
Her alarm goes off. But this isn't a dream for many. Now raise your hand if you've seen or even read articles about kids being left in a hot car. Well, it's more common than you think. 38 kids per year are passed away from being left in a hot car. That averages out to 10 days every day in America. Since 1990, kids have suffered injuries such as heat stroke, dehydration, and lost circulation, and also brain damage.
now here's our current line of defense, a look before you leave sign, and I took this picture at Walmart. You would think that it would be at the front door, a high traffic area. No, you would be wrong. It was on the side door, a door that nobody goes through. Here's our product, the Baby Saver, preventing the preventable.
Now, what is Baby Saver? It's an embedded technology that comes in a standard infant car seat, also toddler car seat with 5-point harness. Interfaces with Bluetooth technology on your car and your phone through our app and provides many lines of defense, such as connecting to emergency contacts and also connecting to authorities.
So here's how it works. Step 1, you buy an infant or toddler car seat, and you download the Baby Saver app. Step 2, you input your information and settings into the app, such as your name, phone number, emergency contacts, the license plates, make and model of cars. Step 3, you participate in a 10-minute product training video, which you can always revisit through YouTube. Step 4, you initiate your product by connecting it to your car's Bluetooth.
Now, also, Baby Saver is a preloaded standard technology within the 5-point harness. Fully engages from the 5-point harness is connected to your car's Bluetooth, and also, once it disengages from the car, it is powered off and the 5-point harness has been disconnected.
So here's some of our app features. We have many lines of defense. Our first line is an emergency alert via app to your phone. The second line is an emergency alert via app to your emergency contact list. And the third line is a call to the emergency authorities with a triangulated location of your vehicle, make, model, and license plate.
It's also user-friendly, allows for an override feature, and you can swipe once the override is acknowledged, and also designed for multiple users with the 5-point harness.
Here are the next steps for your Baby Saver, and this is where your investment can come into use. We need to get this patented. Now, to make it patented, we would have to spend lots of money making it ours, make it like Click It or Ticket, get it signed by a judge, make this a law. Now, we would collaborate with car seat brands because why wouldn't you guys want this? It's helping your kid, grandkids. Now, that's when the money comes in.
Now, until we have Baby Saver, there's also many things you can do. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't leave someone that you really care about in a hot car. Now, thank you for listening, and that was Baby Saver. Judges, do you have any questions?
I'll get started. Okay, this is a great idea. Who came up with this? Way to go. This is a really good idea. You know, you love products where, do you guys remember your econ class where they talked about price elasticity?
I remember that.
The idea is some products the price really just doesn't matter that much. This dude, right, a new parent, there's no price you could put on this thing. There's no question we would have got this if this was an option. Yeah, you know, so I'm the techie guy, so my brain's going to, there's a lot going on there to get that working. Yeah, this would be a big investment to make a product here, I guess, to state the obvious.
Yeah, I'll tag along. It sounds like all I ever do is suggest that you partner with people, but in this case, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's so many Graco, think of the names of the big car seat manufacturers out there, that if you own the IP and make the investment in that patent and get it and own it, you know, and then just license it to them to be able to use it and build it into their car seats. You know, then you're not reinventing the wheel and all of the technology, and you got a really powerful partner.
So does it sense temperature? What does it sense? How do you know, when is it sending an alert and in what conditions? Because I could see actually a number of conditions that might play out well with this kind of technology. The kid could have a strap around their neck, or, you know, something that where there's, you know, other than just the heat. But how would you, what kind of things would it be sensing?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. So in the 5-point harness, I'm going to go back to the slide real quick. So in our 5-point harness, which on toddler and infant car seats, they interlock. So if it detects that it is interlocked and your car is moving, okay, your kid's locked in. But if it detects that it's unlocked, your car's moving, it has a sensor on the bottom. Feels weight. Is your kid in the car? You're moving. And then if your car is off, it's belted in, there's weight. You left your kid in the car. So on our last slide here, it says a bunch of key facts about how children have passed away in hot cars. They have passed away from 60-degree weather. That is not that hot. And they even have passed away from the windows being cracked. So that's not even a good line of defense there. And they heat up way faster than we do. Tiny little bodies, little babies. So it detects if the harness is interlocked.
Right, which is a great idea. I'm sorry, I've got to jump in, because it just says, hey, is this thing clicked? I liked your extra little twist, though, you just threw in. There's a second value proposition, which is the car moving, and I forgot to buckle the kid in, right? So there's a second piece to that. I was going to ask about, I'm back on to what Bill was talking about. Gosh darn, this is just a really good idea. It'd be fun to hook you up with somebody from this end of the space to say, you know, what do you guys think? Could we work together? I don't know. I don't have an answer there. It's a good idea.
I was curious, and it sounds like you've already looked, but is there anything that's even remotely similar that's out there?
So actually, I'm really glad you asked. We do have this slide ready. So we have Ride and Remind, and Baby Cam. Those are our top competitors. But as you can see, look at those prices. I know y'all would pay a lot to protect your kid, but why pay anything at all? Why not just make it free? Because why wouldn't you want to just help a kid in need? Then ours comes with no distractions. Ride and Remind, it's plugged into the cigarette lighter in your car. You can easily unplug that, and mine personally always comes out. I have my Bluetooth connected in that. Mine just falls right out. So let's not do that and have that fall. Baby Cam, it's on your dashboard. It takes your attention away from the road. And as one of my teachers would like to say, there was another one to where you put a stuffed animal in your passenger seat, and if that stuffed animal's there, your kid's in the back seat. But you're going to forget. So it's taking your attention away from the road. You got to remember to keep looking at that.
All right. Good job, Kyla and Felice.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, give it up for all the amazing students that presented tonight. So, while the sharks go and deliberate, let's take a quick 5-minute break to grab some snacks and refreshments. Don't go too far, though, because in 5 minutes, I need everybody back in their seats so I can show you guys some magic. We'll see you soon.
Yuri.
Can we ask him those questions too? Did you just break the screen?
Get started. What's going on, you guys? Like I said, my name is Ely. How are we feeling so far tonight? And like I mentioned before, I've been able to travel the world doing what I love, magic. I've been able to do it in 11 countries in 26 states around the world. And I don't say this to boast or brag, but I say this to make... And I'm going to tell you what that point is in just a second, but can everyone hear me in the back? You guys hear me? Okay, perfect. No need for a microphone then. So, the reason why I bring up all of my travels is I've been able to meet a lot of really cool people. Like tonight, I've been able to meet all of you, and I'll be able to meet you more after the event tonight. So, some of those people I've been able to collaborate with on YouTube videos like Logan and Jake Paul. I've been able to open up the show for singer and rapper Lil Nas X, and I've been able to collaborate with a few other celebrities. Now, again, I don't say this to boast or brag, but I say it because raise your hand if you've ever seen me before on social media or, wow, lots of hands. Okay, that's a lot more hands than yesterday. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll take it, you guys. I'll take it. Well, the reason I bring this up is because I believe that a lot of you, majority, have not met me, but we all know the same people. I'm convinced. Let's test this theory out. I'm going to say the first name of a famous person. If you guys know this person, just yell out the last name. You ready? LeBron. James. Easy. And creepy. That's really creepy that we all said the same thing immediately. Because we all know who LeBron James is, and we all know what LeBron James does. Basketball. Let's keep doing this. I want to see if I can make it a little more challenging. Okay, lady. Amazing. Justin. Bieber. Michael. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. Oh my gosh. I heard someone say Phelps. Let's try one more. Donald. Duck. Perfect. And, okay, you guys are really good at this. Maybe two more. Let's go Jack. Black. The Ripper. Oh my goodness. Okay, last one. This is the hardest one yet. Whoever gets this comes up on stage. Beyonce. I mean, I did not expect goals from back then. Hey, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have? Do you have a real phone? Okay, good. All right, come on up. Everybody, big round of applause. Take a seat. You got that industrial case on. Yeah. I can throw that thing in a blender. All right. Open it up. Do you have internet connection?
Yeah, my phone's about to die.
Your phone's about to die. Can we borrow an iPhone quickly? Open it up. Open it up. Thank you so much. Perfect. We have it. Everyone say, ooh. This is not your phone. This is Nina's phone. So thank you, Nina. Is it okay if I Google a famous person on your phone? Yes. Okay, I'm going to open up Google. Let's test out how fast you're... There it is. Google. Nina, I can Google any famous person I want. Okay, so here's the deal. What's your name, bud?
Charlie.
Charlie. Everyone say hi, Charlie. Charlie, you got a crew over here. Charlie, I'm going to go ahead and Google a famous person on Nina's phone. It was very nice of Nina to let me use her phone. And I'm going to go ahead and press images. Okay. Should have worn my glasses here. And I'm going to zoom in on this person. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Okay. And Charlie, right? Both hands open like this. And you're going to hold Nina's phone, put your other hand on top, hold it right here on your lap so your hands don't get tired. Now, Charlie, the reason why we use Nina's phone and not my phone is because in my phone, I wrote down a list of 100 famous people. Okay? I'm going to tell you who number 1 is on this list. Number 1 is a famous singer, I heard it earlier, named Michael Jackson. Raise your hand if you've heard of Michael Jackson. Everybody. Even when I do little birthday parties with little kids, they know who Michael Jackson is. It's incredible. That's why I picked him to be number 1, Charlie. So do not pick number 1. Charlie, pick any number, 2 through 100. Whatever number you land on will go into my phone and see who the person is. Go ahead, any number.
70.
70. Are you sure?
Yep.
You don't want to change it?
Nope.
Charlie, why did you pick 70? Be honest.
Random.
Completely random.
Totally random.
Who's number 1?
Michael Jackson.
Who's number 2?
Tom Hanks.
And how about number 3?
Kim Kardashian.
I still don't know what she does. Okay, 70. Who's 70, bud?
Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock. Nice. Okay, who's 71?
Drake.
Drake. And how about 69?
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. But you picked 70. Who?
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any way I would have ever known that this young man was going to pick number 70? Probably. Thanks, I appreciate the confidence in me. Now, I'll ask you, Charlie, is there any way I would have ever known you were going to say number 7?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Well, Charlie, would you be impressed if in just one moment we flip over Nina's phone, open it up, and on Google, Dwayne Johnson is zoomed in? Would you be impressed?
Probably.
Would you guys be impressed? Yeah. Not me. I wouldn't be impressed. You know why, Charlie?
You know the trick.
I know the trick. No, I went to Venmo to give myself a tip. Yeah. When someone gives you their phone, that's what you do, dude. Go to Venmo and PayPal. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. But I didn't think Googling someone would be that interesting, so I didn't do that either. Nina, you're going to be mad at me? I actually changed your wallpaper. Charlie, look at her wallpaper and show everybody who it is. The bald-headed beauty, Dwayne Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen. Charlie, for helping me out, you get a brand new iPhone. Oh, wow. She even said you could have it, and you still gave it back. What a gentleman. That's awesome. One more big round of applause for Charlie. I need another volunteer from the audience. Let's get someone who is not a student. Let's use one of the moms and dads in the audience. And I'm staring at the other Dwayne Johnson right here. Come on up. Big round of applause. He's coming up right now. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
If I mess up, I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie. What's up?
How you doing?
What's your name, sir?
Steve.
Everyone say hi, Steve. What's up? Steve, you have a phone on you.
I do.
Not Android, right?
It is.
Oh gosh, goodness gracious. One of the students, bring me their phone. And come up here. Whoever wants to volunteer, come up. Yep, bring it up. You and Steve are about to have a math competition, bud. Yep, get up here. Okay, open your phone for me, please. Just, open it. Yep, thanks. Perfect. That's how easy it was, you guys. Hey, whoa, hey, pal. Right here on the trap door. I have PayPal. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to your PayPal. I'm going to your Venmo. I'm kidding! Oh my gosh, he does not trust me, you guys. All right, let's try this. Here. Wow. Got it. Okay, cool. So, face Mr. Steve. One more time, what was your name, buddy?
I'm Calvin.
Calvin, just take 2 steps back. You're about 3 feet taller than me, so perfect. I need to see everybody. Now, Calvin, I opened up your calculator, okay? Calvin, I want you to look at Steve. Steve, look at Calvin. Whoever answers this question correctly wins. 2 times 2. 4. Okay, that was too easy for you guys. That was a tie. 4 times 4. 660. Ooh. Steve! All right, 2 times 2, what was it? It was 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Your calculator works. Let's keep going. 16 times... 24. Easy. Not 24. 16 times 2. 32. Steve! Steve!
It's the pressure.
It's the pressure. 16 times 2 is 32. Okay, you know what? Big round of applause for our winner. He won. He won. Okay. Now, because you won, bud, you get to go first. Okay, I need you to think of something personal. Okay, let's take it back to your childhood. Okay, I want you to think of your childhood address. Just think of it in your mind. Just the numbers. You don't know? Do you know one number within that address? Yes. Give me the number. 1. Okay, 1 times 32. I was looking for something a little higher. That's 32. Okay. It's not his fault, you guys. I picked him. Here's the deal. Pick a higher number, random, but make it a little meaningful.
4.
Okay, 4. 4 times 32. Go ahead, Steve.
With my address?
No. What's 4 times 32? It's all good, dude. I went to public school, too.
128.
128. Let's see what we got. 128, Steve! Big round of applause, you guys! Steve! You got this in the bag. Okay, 128, Steve, go ahead. I want you to think of your social security number. I'm kidding. Think of your childhood address.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Last number.
16.
The last digit, Steve.
Oh, 6.
6 times 128 is 768. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Steve, point towards anybody in the audience. Point towards one of the students. Who are we pointing towards?
One of them.
One of them? In the pink tie?
Yeah.
Okay, pink tie. Bud, we got 768. Go ahead, just throw out a 2-digit number.
2-digit?
Yeah.
9.
One-digit number. How about that?
9.
Okay, of course. You're getting on stage next, let me tell you. 9 times 768, 6,912. Guys, this is not a big enough number. We need to make it a little more random, and we need a little more audience participation. So raise your hand if you want to help out. Go ahead, bud. Pick anyone from this side. Look at
right there.
The young man?
Yeah.
What's your name, buddy?
Marcel.
Marcel? That's my cousin's name. That's an awesome name. All right, Marcel. 6,912, bud. How old are you? 7. So I'm going to give you the option. You could use 7 as your number, or you could change it. What do you want to do? 28. All right, we're going with 28. Everybody say 28. 28. I'm going to go ahead and see what we... Okay, Marcel, huge number, bud. Huge number. 193,536. Ladies and gentlemen, to recap so far, all that has happened so far is we brought up 2 handsome gentlemen, and they just started doing math. But I promise you, there is a point to this. So Marcel, 193,536. Does this number mean anything to you, buddy? No. Not yet. Not yet. Marcel, stand up for me. Okay? Pick anybody in the audience right now. Anyone you want. It doesn't have to be the guy right there who's waving at you. I think that's Danny Duncan. Who are we waving at? Danny? What's your real name, bud? Duncan, okay. I really hope it's actually Duncan. That would be incredible. Bud, do me a favor. We have 193,536. Okay, this is where we need most of our audience here. Give me a one-digit number, bless you, that means something to you. Go ahead. We'll do this. 6. Okay. 193,536 times 6. Okay, I'm going to start pointing random people here. Okay, Bud in the Browns hoodie. Yeah, go Brownies. I'm from Cleveland. What's your name, buddy? Carter. Carter? Yep. Carter, so far we have 6. I need a more meaningful number, Bud. Give me a one-digit number. 4. 6, 4. Okay, point towards somebody. Quick. Is that your sister? All right, sis, come on. 64. Give me a one-digit number. 8? 6, 4, 8. Point towards somebody. This young lady right here? 9. 6, 4, 8, 9. Guys, we're getting a crazy number. One more. We need one more. Go ahead. Oh, this is so random. Okay, cool. Can you hear someone on your headset?
I can hear you.
But can you talk to people on there?
Yeah.
Someone give him a number, whispered in his ear. Let me know when you have one. Is he up there? All right, tell me the number, bud.
5.
5. Everyone say 64895.
64895.
All right, go ahead, bud. Take the phone. Press equals. Oh, you don't have an Android, so I'll teach you how to screenshot. You go like that, okay? No big deal. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got a humongous number, so we got to write this down. Steve, I need you to. He's getting text messages and everything. Do me a favor, bud. Read me that number nice and slow, each digit.
3.
Oh my gosh, he's popular.
2. 1. 2.
It's huge. Hold on.
8.
Yep.
0. 8.
I mean, this is the most random. And now he's getting a phone call. Wait, no, hey, back off. All right. I'm hanging up on all your friends. TJ. Who's TJ over there? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, yep. It's not like we're in the middle of a magic show or anything. No big deal. Yep.
He doesn't even know how to work.
Hurry up and take that. All right, does anyone know why this number is important? Does anybody here know why this is important? You probably think we just multiplied a bunch of random numbers together, but I'll tell you what. I want you to go home and remember the name Ely Magic. And you can tell people you got to see him on stage on 3/21, March 21. 24 was the year. And if you look at the time right now, it should say 8:08. Show everybody. I call that trick 9 years of being single. Steve, for helping me out, brand new iPhone, thank you so much. Guys, give our 2 volunteers a humongous round of applause. Did you guys have fun? If you guys enjoyed my little magic segment, my name is Ely Magic. If you did not enjoy my magic segment, my name is David Blaine. Thank you guys so much. Now, before we announce the lucky winners tonight, each of the teams featured tonight have the opportunity to apply to JA's Social Innovation Challenge. The JA Social Innovation Challenge is a national competition in which high school students are invited to submit their innovative ideas for improving and making an impact on their communities. The top 10 teams will compete as finalists at the JA National Student Leadership Summit in Washington, D.C. in June. I also want to take a moment to extend a heartfelt shout out to all of the incredible teachers in the audience tonight. Let's give them a big round of applause. Tonight we witnessed the innovative creativity and determination of these young aspiring entrepreneurs. Let us not forget the unwavering support and guidance provided by our educators. One more big round of applause. To all the teachers out there, thank you for nurturing the dreams of our students, for igniting their passion, and for instilling them with the belief that anything is possible. Your dedication and commitment to shaping the minds of the future generation do not go unnoticed. It deserves deserve all of the applause one more time. Big Now, without further ado, let's welcome back our sharks to announce the winners of tonight's competition.
So this is, I think, Ken and my maybe fifth year of doing this, and every year we come back and we are always blown away by the professionalism, the attention to detail, the investment that each of the teams and individuals made. We're just really impressed, and we want you to stay here. We want you to become entrepreneurs. We want you to grow in this community, and we want to see you further the economic development in our community, as well as the philanthropic element of our community, because all of us as Sharks are all about giving back to the community as well. And so we want you to stay here. So great job tonight to all of the teams. And this isn't about just winning something tonight. This is about you won when you stood on that stage. You won. Because your peers, many of your peers, would never even have the guts to step up here and do what you did tonight. Remember that. And proceeding from here is, it's all about wins and losses. And all of us have taken big turns for the worst in our lives and in our businesses, and you keep going. So if you don't win, quote unquote, win tonight, know that you did win because you took the risk to stand up here tonight, and we're really, really proud of all of you. So with that, the first one I get to announce is the fan favorite, or the People's Choice Award, right? And that went to Pony. We'll get your picture. Awesome job. Yeah, get in there. Great job. Thanks for here tonight. So there are 4 places here tonight that we are, we're giving 4 spots, and I'm announcing 4th place. And this particular entrepreneur inspired us with an idea. We believe that one component of it has a really strong appeal and potential, particularly in the packaging of things. And the 4th place goes to Cosmobility. Oh, yeah, and it's for $500. And make this happen, okay? Female entrepreneur? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Great job.
Thanks, Sue. By the way, I just have to call Mike out here. You just do a great job.
Thank you.
You bring a good product to this thing, so thank you. Sorry. Okay, before I announce my award, just a little chat. Some of you have heard me say this before. Whenever I get a chance to talk to young entrepreneurs, people kind of figuring it out, I wanted to share maybe a little wisdom that maybe I would have liked to have heard when I was your age. It's about risk. It's funny, I find myself thinking, not generally regretting anything I've done, but more regretting things I didn't do. In other words, opportunities I chose not to take because I was afraid, or fear of failure, or didn't feel like I wanted to put myself out there. And I just want to encourage you, feel free to take the risk. You did tonight, as Sue alluded to. You came here, stood here,
did good stuff, good job. Step one. But step 2 and 3 is be willing to go out there and put it on the line. And by the way, your parents are now want me to say, I'm not talking about risk of driving too fast or psychedelic drugs. You can leave those to the side. The risk I'm talking about is, just opportunities that present themselves to you in life. So there you go. Okay, that was my little thing. So I get to announce the third place team. We all had the fun it's fun when we go and deliberate. While we tend to agree on who the top 4 are, maybe we each have our favorite in the top 4. So I really enjoyed the Baby Saver product. So do you guys want to come down to the third place? So I'm a fool for technology at any time, and I love the way you thought about putting that together. It was very clever, simple, but something that I keep saying, I think you got an idea there. Okay, so congratulations. Okay.
Thank you.
I want to just reiterate what's already been said. This is my first time here. I was blown away by everyone's presentation, so great job, everyone. My one takeaway was the fact that you guys got up here, I would not have done when I was your age. So doing that in and of itself, you're all winners in my book. My personal favorite and number 2 was Bait Saver. I am so I can't believe you actually went that next step of actually producing it, which was pretty crazy. So that was my choice. I think our collective choice for number 2. Sorry, right next to the name on? Yeah. Sorry. What is it? New Life Bait. The fact that you actually did it was what really stuck to me. I know I had a lot of crazy ideas, but I never actually did them, which I wish I would have, but you actually did it. So congratulations. Good job. Thank you.
Okay, first but not least, and how many people want to just get out of here and go home? All right, let's go. We can't do that. I can't. I'm not going to pile on what everybody else said. Thank you, everybody that participates in this program. It's amazing. It gives people an opportunity, gives young folks an opportunity to think about, the possibilities, right? It absolutely makes no sense to make small plans. I can't remember who said it, but make no small plans. They don't have the energy and the power to stir men's souls. So think big. The second thing I want to say before I announce the winner is how many of you that came here and did the hard work, put all the effort in and so forth, ended up where they started? Their first idea was where they ended up. Anybody? Did you iterate on it though? Did you improve on it? Taking advice, taking input, right? And that's my advice for the night. Take the input. No one of us is as smart as all of us, and you have the opportunity in life to listen and to learn and to take on board things that you've heard from the judges here tonight and so forth. Don't give up. If it didn't work the first time or it isn't perfect, where it's at right now, keep learning, keep listening, and make it happen. So for the first prize winner, I want to tell you I wrote down a couple of things. Number one, I think this is a big win. I love the idea of the social impact of this particular product, bringing people back out onto the streets and getting to be together, getting us out of our houses and off of our sofas. Just a fantastically well thought out product. And I'll emphasize that this is one that I really believe you can't underinvest in the technology. Think big and win big with this. Game Finder.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another huge round of applause to all of tonight's participants. Even though not everyone can take home the top prize tonight, remember that success is not defined by a single event. It's about the journey, the resilience, and the passion you carry within you. So to all the participants, great job. Don't ever give up on your dreams because the world needs your ideas, your enthusiasm, and your determination. I also want to express our deepest gratitude to the Sharks, sponsors, teachers, and Junior Achievement Team who have made this event possible. Your support and encouragement mean the world to these young entrepreneurs. Thank you for letting me join all of you tonight, and we'll see you next year.